to somebody that just lays down in the bed. Like, that's not a good look. You know what I mean? I agree with you. Just try to get somebody that at least wait until she's married. So you know she's a good girl. You know what I mean? Right. Can't make a whole housewife, you know? It's kind of like that song, you know? Life, it's your life, bro. Whatever makes you happy, man. Like, some people like freaky chicks.
I heard someone say he's in love with strippers. I was reading it.
You ain't got no kids yet, bro. They don't even know if it's yours. Bro, if I was you, I would wait. Don't tell anybody. Get a DNA test, and then, you know, then you could, you know, start bragging. Until now, just lay down.
I'm not bragging.
No, I'll congratulate you, bro. I will, but yours first, bro.
The next station is
I don't want to see you on Maury. That's his name, right? Maury.
Were you on a train, Rabbi? Do you get senior discount on the train?
I think he sits in the back of the bus, right?
Yeah, you get senior discount.
I know about that. I thought it was like stay in the Iraq or something.
No. I never lived in my country, unfortunately.
Rabbi شغال موتور
Black Rabbit, mute yourself. I'll mute you.
Anyways,
شو بني آدم what?
You didn't pay for your ticket, Rabbi.
English.
Rabbi, you didn't pay for your ticket, man. Like, you need to. Yo, this guy's coming over there, just hopping over them shits and buses illegally. Like, come on, bro.
It's a major.
You're already in a bad situation, man.
It's a major escalation.
You ready for the missiles? Is that what you're saying?
You know, if that's what God wants.
Did you pack your bags?
Anybody
ready?
Nobody's backing back.
The Pampers is ready. Everything ready?
I'm made for war. Unlike you.
You got Pampers ready, right?
Can't even say without stuttering.
You couldn't even run. Dude, if somebody came to chase you, you'd die, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm in that war life. You don't know about that life.
Bro,
you know about your European life. Your little comfy reality. Get headlines on the news.
Look at this Calabash.
You get headlines on the news. Bro, you don't know about this war life. Fall back.
Bro, you're just an
Fall back today. Fall back, bro. You don't know about this war life, bro.
You know what Israel was.
You know about that comfy life. You get hype. You don't know about this war life. You don't know about this war life.
I'm not going to get
that. Yeah, that's what you think.
No, what I think. No,
you're not built like that.
Circles around your fat ass.
You're not built like that.
I'll slap the yarmulke off your head, bro.
Please.
I would.
Bro, come on, bro. Don't
Whatever.
You don't know about that war life. You don't know about the war life.
Make sure the baby's yours.
You don't know about that war life. That's too much. That's too much. But you know what? I get it. You guys are diaspora. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the most central part on planet Earth.
You're still eating fried chicken.
Hey, I'm in an old city. I'm in the middle. I'm in the center of the universe.
You got some weirdo pregnant, supposedly.
But you're a bus driver. You're a bus driver. You don't do anything.
Fair enough. But I'm in the center of the universe, and you guys are watching it. I'm living it. That's the difference.
You're in the back of a bus right now.
We were just attacked today. The United States was just attacked. Israel's on high alert. The country is vibrant. We're ready.
You don't even know who you are.
We're ready for the.
You're American or Israeli.
we're ready for the Armageddon, and we're here.
Are you on the bus on your way to the shelter?
No. I'm walking in. I'm walking in the old city, the city of David. Our ancestors.
You want to spend the night
They're
in the
not,
shelter?
they're not your ancestors.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, sir. The point is the same.
I don't even know
The point is the same.
Yourself.
Point is saying you have no idea how beautiful the walls of the old city are.
your
We do. We have
No, you don't.
millions
No, you
and
don't. No, you
millions
don't.
of our families.
You got pictures. You got pictures. You got pictures.
Hundreds
Look at the
of
pictures.
millions of Arabs.
Look at the picture. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures.
Yeah, hundreds of millions
Enjoy.
of Arabs.
Enjoy.
Western
Put on your
hundreds of millions.
first slipper. Put on your first slippers.
What is the clubhouse version of the
Put on your first slippers and your nice cable and your flat screen TV. You know, and that's what you got. I get it.
So,
Well, eat your lunch.
this question for Black Rabbi. Black Rabbi, I heard the yeshiva runs on donations, right? Do you have like a non-profit account in the bank?
Mary, you're asking too many questions, man. Why you gotta know my personal details? Come on, so much.
Okay. The reason why, because me and the team looked into your credentials, right?
Yeah.
Your credentials are not in order, right?
Okay.
And looks like we came to this conclusion that you got educated and became a rabbi from a street rabbi. Some street rabbi touch you.
What the hell's a street rabbi? What is a street rabbi?
Some idiot fuck off the street of Israel.
No, I don't know.
It was Captain Tazariak, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So me and the team, we looked into your credentials, and you're running unlicensed yeshiva. Now, you're sitting over there inside Israel, and you educate people in America and India, right?
Africa too.
In Africa too. So now, and you're not paying any tax. You're not paying any tax to the Israeli economy, right? Yeah. Now, if you become a citizen, you'll have to pay tax.
Yeah, 100%.
So you're defrauding the Israeli government because by living over there, making money while you're inside Israel.
He's not paying taxes in the U.S. either. Except
but I pay a ton of money.
This could implicate you. You know that, right? This could implicate you.
No, he doesn't pay any taxes.
Do you know this? Do you know this, Mordecai?
Hey, the key thing is like this.
Do you know one report needs to go to the Israeli government about your business inside, and you will get arrested.
Oh my God! Please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me.
We already did.
No, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, please don't.
Me and the boys looked into your file, right? And your file is full of a lot of problems.
I hear that.
Yeah, like your taxes. Your taxes is like showing like you're making nothing.
I'm walking in the center of the universe. Show respect. I'm in the center of the universe. The fact you get to hear my voice. The fact you get to hear my voice.
Dude,
you know how blessed you are to hear my voice right now?
You're on your way to the shelter.
Wait.
Man, be hungry.
Wait. No, I'm walking. I'm walking by this.
Let me have this chicken before I hit the shelter.
I'm walking by David's castle right now. King David. You understand that? The fact you hear the vibrations of my voice.
You're on your way to the shelter. You're running.
I'm in the center of the universe, bro. Come on.
Here, you're running all the way. You're running. You're out of breath. You want to go to the shelter.
Nah, I'm walking up the hill.
Just make sure you had some chicken. It might be your last meal.
Nah. Hey, man.
You never know, bro.
Hey,
You might want to wake up tomorrow.
Go on my Instagram so you can see some pictures.
Is that how you do it?
Let me see close. Is it close?
$34, $21, $36. $29, $47, $91. 82, 88, 25. 82, 88, 25.
Never do that again. Ever.
Hey, Rabbi, don't do that again, bro. Please respect her privacy, okay? Because it's wrong on so many levels. Wow. Everyone's in the chat, they're writing a whole bunch of shit, in Hebrew, so I can't understand. I'm sure they're probably talking smack about this room and about me. You want to tell us what they're writing in the chat? Do you mind?
They're trashing you and writing bullshit. It's nothing. They're just
They're triggered.
they're trying to report you to Shabak or whatever.
Okay. It's not the first time, by the way, Daniel. It's not the first time. But anyways, Emerald, did you hear about this? That they shot down some drone or something. The U.S. did this. The Iranian drone was shot down by the U.S. Warship. You heard about this?
I heard something, yeah, but we were mostly talking about there was a lot of things happening in the West Bank and Gaza to the Rafah and everything.
Yep. And Noam was making a claim that they removed the occupation. They're not occupying it. I'm like, are you for real? He asked him to read it off ChatGPT. Even ChatGPT says he's an idiot, man. And he does it on purpose.
There was just an item on the evening news that, well, the excuse they used is that Hamas is using drones via Egypt to smuggle in weapons. So that means that Israel will have to deal with that and remain in Gaza for a few years. They basically declared it occupied. Nothing that we didn't know, right? We have satellite images of them building bases there for months now, so it's not exactly big. It's not exactly groundbreaking news.
I got you. So, how do you suggest we can offer them therapy? The Zionists and the Pahlavi supporters.
I think that the biggest question is how do you get them to acknowledge reality? And snap out of their God complex.
You want to come up, Daniel, and tell us what Emerald is asking? No? Hey, what's up, Ace?
By the way, an 8-month-old baby died in north of Hebron about an hour ago from suffocation of tear gas.
It's crazy.
And there's some sort of special forces in Jericho. Something has happened in Jericho as well that we're not really sure. Oh, and by the way, Amir, I sent you the Wafa tweet, and they explain everything about the PLO election, and they actually give a detailed PLO, PA, Fatah, so everything we tried to figure it out.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, it says the latest news is woman and child killed by Israeli fire.
Oh, the mother died too.
In Gaza, yeah.
No, that's Gaza. That's something else. No, yeah. I'm talking about the baby in the West Bank.
The West Bank.
In Hebron.
Hebron, okay.
I think I saw kids reporting it about half an hour ago.
Yeah, there was Israeli colonists attacked miner in southern Hebron. Is that the one you're talking about?
No. About an hour ago, an 8-month-old baby died of tear gas suffocation.
Well, 1,872 attacks perpetrated by Israeli occupation forces and colonists in January 2026.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The Ramallah, February 3, Wafa, the head of the Colonization and Wall Resistance Commission, Muaid Shaban, declared that the Israeli occupation carried out 1,872 attacks during January 2026. Shaban pointed out in the monthly report of the Commission violations of the Israeli occupation state colonizers in the occupied Palestinian territories, that the Israeli occupation forces carried out 1,404 attacks while the colonizers carried out 468 attacks, and these violations were concentrated in Hebron Governorate, which witnessed 450 attacks, followed by Ramallah and El Beira Governorate, which was subjected to 374 attacks, and the Nablus Governorate, where 328 attacks were recorded. Meanwhile, 201 attacks were recorded in Jerusalem. These people are fucking sick as fuck. And in Hebron, they even destroyed, the distribution of the damage was as follows: 750 trees in Hebron, 245 trees in Ramallah, and Al-Beira, 250 trees in Nablus. In addition to the Israeli occupation, destroyed 151,000 tobacco seedlings belonging to citizens in Jenin Governorate. Wow.
But good for everybody that wants to tweet from the Palestinian government about the elections of the PLO.
And then the Twitter link that you just texted me, okay. Mahmoud Abbas issued a presidential decree calling on the Palestinian people, both in the homeland and in the diaspora, to participate in the elections of the Palestinian National Council on November 1st, 2026. We're going to have to wait and see.
I think you may get excited about this, but I just we're done the thing with the Jewish organization in the United States. It does all this like anti-Semitism stuff on college campuses around America. And I'm actually going to do a virtual tour to different universities that where I'm going to talk to African American and Latino students about the conflict over here, answering questions, and just basically telling the perspective from a spiritual perspective. So I think we'll be excited about that.
You know what I actually want to see? I want to see you, that Ariel character, right? And any of the freeloaders that are living inside Israel to come back to the U.S. The reason why, because that state, right, it's not for you. You have a U.S. passport, and you don't get ability as just because you're converted to Judaism. You have the right to go to Aliyah and get citizenship. I want you to come back to Los Angeles. You still have time. Just come back to Los Angeles. I've been telling you this for the past 7 or 8 months now. You still have time. Just come back.
Yeah, you should do it before they.
You don't run any business. You're making money virtually.
I teach.
Bro, you teach virtually. You can do it out of Los Angeles.
No. I teach.
I'll help you find more clients about that.
Samir, you're not listening. I teach in yeshiva here in the country. Every morning I teach here.
Bro, you can teach them in yeshiva here in Los Angeles.
No, but I teach here in Jerusalem.
You can teach them here and convert to people to Judaism. Teach them, educate them. Some of these people,
I don't do conversion.
they need education.
I don't do conversion.
Okay, forget the conversion. You can teach them here in California, Los Angeles.
Samir, my kids are going to grow up here. What are you talking about?
We can set up a synagogue in Crenshaw or wherever the fuck you live.
Crenshaw?
Or Compton. I live in Compton. Maybe we can set up a fucking thing in Compton.
I am here.
No, he's got a property in Crenshaw, Black. Got you.
I don't know, man. Either way.
He told me himself he's got a property in Crenshaw.
He's got property in other places too.
Yeah, you have property. Barack on both Canadian and American, 2 passports. So We can open up a little small, mini synagogue or the teaching place, and you can teach them. We can get a little place. It's like $500 a month. $500 a month. You can invite people to learn about the Judaism.
Well, I'm here for what you're talking about.
Shai, stop saying racist shit in the chat, otherwise I will kick you out. Just like the N-word, I don't allow any racial slurs, okay? Last warning.
You said the worst
because I don't like racist shit, right? In my room, I'm trying to keep it clean all the way.
Anyways, the key point is, if you lived in Israel and you saw how beautiful it is, how beautiful the people are, you wouldn't go want to be in America. I'm just saying, if you saw how beautiful Israel and beautiful the people, and not people like this Rose lady, but like the normal Israelis, that like normal people that love their country and love other Jews, that dynamic, you wouldn't want to leave. This is the best. The wine is amazing, the food's amazing, the energy's amazing, you're in the center, you're the most...
As a Jew, what about the rights for the people that are indigenous to the land?
The ones that are here now, or the ones that are in diaspora?
The ones that live in Gaza.
Okay.
The ones that live in Lebanon, the one that live inside Egypt, the one that live in, Jordan, the one that live in, Syria. There's a
What's your question?
My question is, why can they not allowed to come back and live over there, just like you live? You just converted to Judaism 20 years ago.
Yeah,
right? But these people, they don't have to convert. They are from that land. They're native.
I know, but they got conquered.
No, they did not get conquered. They were forcefully, ethnically cleansed out of their religions.
That's called being conquered. Okay?
Oh my God.
Yes or no?
That's not. Conquer meaning you conquer the land, you allow the people that are living on the land to coexist.
No. That's not reality. That's not reality.
Okay, that's not reality.
No, I'm just saying, it's not reality. The people got conquered, they lost their war, they got whatever you want to call it. They're not here anymore.
But the war, it wasn't a war. 47 wasn't a war.
What was it?
47 wasn't a war. It was a
what was it?
They came about partition plan.
Who came up with it?
The UN came up with it.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the Jews.
Who was on the UN?
Humans.
The US.
Okay, but I'm saying, those are third parties. That's not Israel. That's not Israel.
Do you know what US did?
I mean, it's not Israel.
Okay, Harry S. Truman received letter bombs.
We know the story.
Received letter bombs in 1946.
Fine.
Okay.
The point is...
Hold on. He was part of the UN partition plan. He arm-twisted other countries by telling them we're going to stop your aid or whatever bullshit to be part of the UN partition plan.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was a lot of pressure coming in from even in America, local. There were lobbying groups and whatnot.
Okay, that had nothing to do with the Jewish people. They're just bystanders of the scenarios.
No, okay. So it was a recommendation. It wasn't like a mandatory thing.
Well, you know what? You guys still talk about the past.
If it wasn't mandatory, what was the need to build a state?
The point is the same. What
was the need to create a state? Why couldn't they coexist?
Amir, you asked a question.
After the white papers came out, Arabs, they did not do any attacks. There were skirmishes prior to 1939. After the fucking white papers came out, there was no skirmishes. The only thing that we were seeing was the Jewish militias attacking British men.
Why does this matter?
It does matter because every time I talk about this, it freaking bothers me. What was the fucking need to create a Jewish state in the first place?
God wanted it to happen.
God did not want it. By atheists, agnostic people that didn't believe in God.
Yes, he used them. He still used them.
You're an idiot, man, for real.
Put it this way, if religious people started the country, there wouldn't be a country. It only is a country because secular, non-religious Jews who said they wanted a city, they wanted a metropolitan, a functional system. That's why you need to have the atheist, non-religious, communist, almost socialist-minded Jews build a country, because it wouldn't be a country if religious people did it. They didn't know how to build countries. They know how to pray. God knows what he's doing. He chooses the right people to fulfill the task.
Muslims didn't know how to pray.
No, I'm saying...
You know how to pray.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. The religious part of the Jewish world does not know how to build a nation state. They don't know how to build a military. They don't know how to build academics. No, they did it. It was the non-religious who knew how to do that. There would be no Israel if it wasn't for non-religious. They made the whole thing happen.
Okay, so they're not religious.
They were godly. It was godly. God used them.
So if they were godly, then what was the need to create a Jewish state?
The reason why they created a Jewish state because God used them as instruments to build the foundation for the religious Jews to go and do Torah and mitzvahs.
So they were told by God to ethnic cleanse the villages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. God, first of all, you don't believe in God, and God all of a sudden told the people that he's agnostic. Yeah, you don't by my word, right? You don't believe in me or whatever. Then
there's a book in Judaism called the Book of Yehoshua ben Nun. That's the person who succeeded Moses, right? The next in line after Moses was a guy Yehoshua ben Nun. When he and the Jews came, Moses never came into Israel. It was Yehoshua ben Nun that came into Israel with the people. When they came into the land, God told them to wipe out everybody. So this isn't even that. This is like a few villages, right? So I was just saying, like, when the Jews come into the land,
not few.
Okay, but
it was over 500, and some of them they left out of fear because they were told because they saw what was happening to their brothers in other villages.
44, 75, 78.
It's not the same thing.
King David dealt with politics. King Solomon was a master politician.
Political.
Yeah, but that goes back. But they're prophets.
We're talking about political, not about religious.
Was David a prophet?
We're talking about political Zionism.
Okay, was David a prophet?
Bro, we're talking about political Zionism. This is not a religious group. It's not about religion.
I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you, the prophets were also political. That's my
Every
point.
time these people they get stuck, they want to pull the religious card, man.
What I'm saying is that you guys are fighting against, good ideas.
Anyways, the point is just saying, just the simple point is, I love you. I love all the people in the world.
I don't know.
And we need to come together for peace.
Yes.
Part of peace is Hamas disarming themselves and never coming up with it. What? But you should, though. God's creation, just like you are. You should love God's creation. Anyways, long story short, we got to make peace, and we got to bring peace to the Middle East. The good Arabs that are in Israel need to fight against the evil and the wicked, which is Hamas and the PA and the PLO. And you'll see a better reality. Everybody wants peace. Iran today attacked the United States and tried to kill American soldiers. That's it. You don't do that to Trump. You don't do that to Trump.
All right. Hey, what's up, Morning? You wanna say something, Morning? She left. Okay. What's up with the agenda? Did you want to speak? Any Pahlavi supporters would like to come up? You're welcome to come on up. This is a therapy room at the end of the day, right? Right now, me talking to Black Rabbi, he just offering us some therapy. That's about it. He's talking about drugs and recommendations. I know. I need some as well after doing
It's not kind of you.
Even the yesterday room, I had to go through a therapy, this morning.
It's not kind of you to He's trying to bring peace together.
I still think you still have some redeemable value somewhere, somehow.
Number one, I only talk about peace and love. I'm the one. And
just go stuff your face with falafel sandwiches, okay? You're on. Wait, you said you were just walking by King David Hotel?
No, I was walking down the often.
Oh, okay. It's the place for you to go to and stuff your face with some falafel sandwiches, but it's too late, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't went to a class on a lot of chickens.
Daniel, I didn't know you believe in Miga. You believe in Miga? Or you left? Yeah. Miga, they came up with a new thing. Have you heard about it? Make Iran great again. Noam, I want to ask you a question. Did you want to destroy the Dome of the Rock? Noam? Noam, did you want to destroy the Dome of the Rock? Noam, pick up the phone. No? Yeah. I don't know, man. Yes, Rabbi. What do you want to say? Any Iranians want to come up? We can have. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to concede to anything. Why don't you concede? Why don't you say yes? We fucked up. We should not have done this.
So anyway, this came out 3 hours ago. It says an American shot down. Edward, why are you using?
I just said hello. That's it. I just said hello.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
They bothered my voice. I told you that they
You're a powerful man, Edward.
even Daniel, he gets triggered by your voice.
Oh, God. I was very interested in what Black Rabbi had to say.
You heard about the attack this happened, Edward?
No. What happened?
Yeah, the Times of Israel is reporting on this. Apparently, America shot down some drone that came from Iran.
Oh, wow. They're doing war games right next to each other. Iran is doing war games right next to the Abraham Lincoln. Iran has their carriers literally right next to them. And I don't know what psychologically what they're trying to achieve or the message they're sending, but yeah, they're literally decided to do war games right there. So
It's not going to work out that way.
no, you think they're gonna destroy all of Iran for a drone?
No, they're not going to destroy all Iran. They're going to take out the regime. Start making it more valuable.
Oh, well, how come they haven't done so? They've been there for what is that? 1 week or 2 weeks now? They've been assembled.
My question to you was asking you as a person with American citizenship, how do you feel that Iran fired a U.S. naval plane?
But I can't talk on it because, like you said, I mean, even though I'm an American citizen, I'm Palestinian, and I'm not I'm not a real American like you.
Okay, that's true, but I'm saying still as almost an American.
As almost an American.
A passport holder.
What's almost an American? A Canadian?
We're going to see how.
No, Prince American. It was funny. That was very, very funny.
The point is saying, as a person with an American passport, how do you feel when Iran is firing on U.S. naval craft to kill American soldiers?
He just made this up.
No, that's what happened to them.
No, I don't think they. Let me check on this. I don't think they fired an attack drone. I think they had a.
Hurry up and catch up. Okay?
Yeah. Let me catch up.
Hey, passport, bro. Mike Rabbi, you did get married. I forgot about that. It's a Western passport, bro.
That's funny.
You got married and then she left you, right?
You're asking questions that have no basis.
No, but you did get married, right? That was your first marriage, and she left you. And then now you fornicated with this other woman, right? You're pregnant without even getting married to it. So does the passport bro, meaning if it's like the first wife or the second wife? I think we could use passport bro, especially Black Rebel multiple times. Yeah, you're just an idiot, man. I hope you're able to look after her because I don't think you make enough money out of that unlicensed yeshiva.
You gotta pray for me.
I'm not gonna pray for you.
Why not?
I would actually pray that may God curse you until you come back to America. Amen. May God curse you until you come back to where you're from Los Angeles. Okay, that's fine. It's not a witchcraft. It's a curse.
It's not so witchcraft. It's witchcraft.
No, that's a curse.
It's from your country.
Okay. These type of people. So this thing happened with the Iran thing, and we have the what else I shared in the chat earlier today. Oh yeah, Israel and Azerbaijan. They signed artificial intelligence MOU in Jerusalem. So let's see what happens with that. And then you have the Erdogan meets with MBS in Saudi Arabia ahead of the U.S.-Iran nuclear talks. Apparently, Erdogan is working, trying to mediate between Iran and America. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking at the drone thing. It doesn't say it was. It says it's a Shahed drone.
Yeah.
But which is an attack drone.
Yeah.
But it did. I'm asking right now. Why would Iran send one drone? And the U.S. used an F-35 to shoot down that drone, which is crazy. You don't have anti-drone technology?
This is a major escalation.
Okay. GBT says intelligence gathering.
Intelligent.
Why else would you send one drone? You know? And also, Iran was harassing a oil tanker that came out of the Straits of Hormuz. But at the same time, diplomatic negotiations are still ongoing. I wouldn't trust it. No, I wouldn't trust that because.
Why would you send any drone?
That's right. They have drones for intelligence in the air.
Why would you fire that towards a neighborhood ocean? Why would you do that?
I don't think it was fired at them directly, but it got too close.
Hi guys, hi Edward. Hi guys.
This is
Sounding like. Oh speaking of the devil, oh my God, the devil's here.
Hi guys.
Where is she?
I didn't see the idea.
Here she is, yeah.
Oh my God. What's up,
Hi
ladies?
ladies.
Black Rabbi's been waiting for you, ladies.
Well, yes, were fake lies, right? The lies that she said were told lies. She lies.
So it looks like the drone.
Everything you said was a lie. Say it again. I got distracted.
The U.S. says it looked threatening.
Yeah, it was. It was coming aggressively. It was an act of war.
If when old ass Shahed is threatening,
You do not throw pebbles at your daddy. Okay? I throw pebbles at your daddy, you will have to pay for that. They want war. They want to risk the lives of the infrastructure. They believe they can bring me. This is where they're at right now. Okay, these people are genocidal. They have no regard for human life. They killed 40,000 of their own citizens in broad daylight, and now they're firing.
The U.S. says it did not have clear. They didn't have any clear intent of the drone. So that's contradictory to.
It was just threatening. No, it's not contradictory. They said they don't have clear intent. They have somewhat intent, but it's not clear.
They have false intent.
Yeah, but they know war that this is the beginning of a whole new reality. Trump
It's not an act of war. It's one old drone, which I'm pretty sure that it was a surveillance drone, which they have.
Trump wants peace. Americans want peace. The Israelis want peace. Okay.
Oh, really?
We want them to get rid of this ballistic missile program. We want them to completely denuclearize.
Rabbi,
And we want them.
Shut up! Stop lying! Israel wants peace there.
Israel wants peace.
70,000 people. I'm sure the number is
Most of them were Hamas.
Stop lying!
Most of them were Hamas.
You're such a liar.
What is he talking? Stop lying! What is he talking? Israel wants peace. America wants peace.
Yes, we want
For the
peace.
past what?
Can't
7
trust
years,
baby
America wants the
killers.
war. Where in the
You
world?
don't have to trust. This is what we want.
The
We
only
just want
country
peace.
that used nuclear, what's it called? This what is it called?
The bomb.
The bomb in Japan.
Oh, the hydrogen bomb. Yeah,
Nuclear bomb.
And that was a long time ago. And the point is,
No. Every single president for the past 50 years went to war. Stop lying.
Obama
You can live in
never went to war.
Syria, Libya.
Obama was known as the.
Hold on, guys. One thing, like we all owe Lelouch an apology. She was right yesterday in regards to the PLO elections. They posted and they posted on their website a very long clarification, and she was right. It includes everybody, everyone, everywhere. They are very, very clear about it. So Lelouch was wrong. So we were all schooled by a 23-year-old brilliant young woman.
Shut up.
Guys, this is what I was trying to tell you.
She's 17, Rose. She's 17 or 18.
She's not saying to you, too.
Can I speak?
Yes.
So there's a reason why Palestinians from America travel to the West Bank or to other countries in order to vote in PLO elections. Like my dad is somebody who travels back and forth between the West Bank. Why? Because he wants to be able to vote in these elections. In July of 2025, my dad went, and within a week of getting there, the PLO disannounced their elections. So PLO just announced their elections. So, but anyways, that's okay, guys.
You know, like the white liberals and things like
That's okay. Like, that's okay. Yeah, you get to bask in this for a bit. Like you schooled us all, but also it's a good thing to read because it's very specific about when they're having the PA election, the Fatah primary, and the PLO. So it puts everything in order.
It's over. Why don't we keep talking?
Why are you talking? You're not interested.
Why are you talking to me, freaking loser?
Because he's a pick-me, and it has to be about him.
I'm trying to actually have a productive.
You're the one who interrupted her Black Rabbit.
Yeah, when I came in the room, you were talking about you couldn't get your drone up.
Sent him down.
I moved him down.
You're neither an Israeli or Palestinian, so shut the fuck up, Black Rabbit. Sorry, guys, for my language.
Generally, but I think that you guys need to start advocating for people to participate in this PLO election. I think it's this is Israel's one of their main objective is to prevent Palestinian unity and a Palestinian voice, and I think this is a really good opportunity. Just that's my 2 cents on this.
Yeah, I was looking into how you get nominated for a position.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I'm looking into it. I always go.
Whenever you guys get nominated,
I would nominate like myself. Like if I could.
totally nominate.
I don't think they would choose me for anything or get any votes, but just to say I did something, because
Not if you support the sexual assault of children.
Oh, here we go.
No, but the thing is that even
This is a bubble bass.
participating is putting an example, leading by example. Palestinians are a pluralistic democratic society that can have multiple opinions and still, make decisions in a united way. It's extremely important.
Yeah, taking part in the process is important to me. But Jindib, though, what do you think? Jindib, we were talking about the PNC.
Yeah, so I'll let you know that if you want to run for local elections
No, the PNC. The PLO's, the Palestinian National Council.
I'm just going to let you know what our, esteemed PA President Mahmoud Abbas did. He signed executive orders so anyone who would want to run for elections have to sign off on agreeing to the terms of the PLO being the representative of the Palestinian people, meaning that you have to say the Oslo Accords are okay, everything the PLO did or whatever the PA is doing is you have to comply with those laws. Now the PNC is a different ballgame, a different story. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the mechanisms for electing at the PNC is.
They're above the PLO. They're the council, and they have the council.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
If you could change, replace the PLO, if you had, how would you change it? What would you change, and what would you put in place to represent the Palestinian voice?
Dissolve this whole entity. Dissolve it, get rid of it, and have younger people run for office locally.
Is it the system, the way the system is built, or the people that are currently occupying?
No. It's pretty much how the system is built and how it has,
Can I ask what is wrong in your opinion from the system?
Well, the PLO does not represent every Palestinian. That's what. The system itself has been set up in such a way where it's just another little dictatorial, regime amongst the Palestinians, and we have this character Abbas, who is propped by the Israelis and the Americans, sitting on his chair and extremely corrupt. It's just another dictatorial Arabic government.
So, but in your perception, was the PLO always like this, from the day it was born, or was it corrupted? So, when did it shift? I'm genuinely curious. It's not from a judgmental or anything. I've never gotten a chance to ask and see from the
after the. They came. They did not come from those people who are running the show in amongst the Palestinians in the West Bank are people who did not live amongst the Palestinians. The local Palestinians were sidelined, and the whole system was set up by Dayton, the Dayton of the General Dayton. So they replicated a repressive system in which the Palestinians.
So you feel Arafat never represented you?
No, he represented the PLO. Does the PLO represent every Palestinian? Yeah, it has been.
It's supposed to, right?
Yeah, but the PLO is supposed to be a transient organization in which things have to move on after the Oslo Accord, the so-called Oslo Accord.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean. So you feel like they used the fact that they were there for temporary,
right.
and they okay.
Yeah, and things were moving along in 2006. Before that, there were local elections, and we had the legislature, like a parliament, and people voted those people in. But then right after 2006, it was decimated. Most of its members were arrested by Israel, and Abbas came and pretty much dissolved the Abbas mandate.
The objection to the disengagement played a part in that?
What do you mean, objection?
The PA objected to the unilateral disengagement from Gaza, right? They thought it was done over their head and that it's not done, that it's a trap. Do you think that their objection to it, they contributed to them losing support?
Yeah, because
it was perceived as a political move against Hamas at the end of it.
Right, because they were, Hamas is what Hamas is, and they were engaged in doing horrible shit in the Gaza Strip, and that's why how Hamas came. Hamas as an ideological movement. I don't like their ideology. I wouldn't vote for them. They don't represent me. I'm always at odds with their ideology. But Palestinians they do not have full representation. Whatever agency we have, they definitely do not represent the Palestinian people.
But that was always the case, right? It was like part of the main thing they always tried to do is make sure.
Right, but in 2000 there were elections which were decent elections, but the issue with that is the Hamas won the majority in the legislation in the parliament, and that was to the disliking of the Americans and the Israelis. I always thought, okay, you put them in power, let them form a government. They're gonna fail, vote them out. 4 years later, you can vote them out. But if you're from the region, you real Arab leaders, how they function and how things go with them. And the PA has been a total disastrous failure. There's just a bunch of corrupt fuck-ups who just want to line their pockets.
Do you feel there's a prominent Palestinian voice that you feel you would elect as a leader?
Say that again. Say that again.
Is like somebody that you support, whether it's Barghouti or God forbid the Klan, or but is there somebody that you would stand behind as?
There are plenty of Palestinians.
Who would be your top candidate?
I would. But we're still under the occupation, right? So it would have to be.
It's more understanding.
I like Barghouti. I like other people who are, they don't have to be, those, militant people, or they can be just anyone.
Do you think that there's any chance that there will be a support for Zachariah's baby?
Support for who?
Zachariah's baby.
No, I don't think so. No. I support like wide support as in terms
if he decided to go back into politics, do you think he would gain?
I don't think so. He's I don't know if people here know who he is, but I don't think.
I'll tell you why I asked. I was really surprised that because. Released a lot of the hostages, the Palestinian hostages. The powerful names were mostly released to foreign countries, right, to Egypt or Turkey. But for some reason, they allowed Zachariah's baby back in the West Bank, and that's a guy that has leadership potential, right? And I thought that they're about to go after him again, because usually when they don't want to get out, they let him out to a place where they can catch him back again a few months later. But they seem to be leaving him alone, and I'm wondering if something's up there, because he's a recognized name. At least
he might be recognized.
The whole prison break thing.
Yeah, but he might be recognized.
He has like star quality.
He might be a recognized name amongst the Israelis, probably, but he's not that much of a recognized.
Really? Like with the whole prison break, and he didn't get like a lot of clout.
Popular, thing, but I don't see him to be to have. The qualities of leading the Palestinians. I don't really care who runs for office. It's just we don't need another Abbas guys. We don't need a corrupt piece of shit character. We just need someone from the neighborhood, from amongst us, who can, can navigate things through. But you know how hard it is to be leading a Palestinian under the Israeli occupation? Because we're not a free people. I mean, I don't really care.
I know. Taking any type of leadership is taking a risk with your life. Israel loves to take down anybody that has any type of clout in Palestine.
Right. So imagine this guy you mentioned, Zachary. I mean, imagine him being, winning elections amongst Palestinians. Do you think Israel is just going to say, "Oh, okay, here, let's come and talk to you"? They're just going to kill him overnight. It's like it's a given that he would be eliminated.
That's exactly why it didn't make sense to me, because he has that star quality, I think. But maybe I was.
Star quality, yes. Does he have leadership? I don't know. I mean, he could be. I don't know him very well, but I know he broke out of jail.
He was one of the names I expected Israel would want to exile. That it wouldn't want him.
They kept him. They did not ditch him out of the country.
Which was very weird. Like all the other big names, they kicked out.
Yeah, they kicked out a few people. Yes, I know. I never really thought about that. I never thought why they kept him around.
Right, but do you get why it's bothering me? It feels like it feels like it's too fishy. Like it feels like we're missing something.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't. It wasn't a coincidence, you know. These are the type of things that Israel does for a reason.
Possible. I don't really know. Very possible.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Maybe we got a little bit too detailed on stuff.
And these elections here, though, are for the council over the PLO, and they help form the direction or set the agenda for the PLO. So there are new people that come on board. I think it would have a large effect on the entire organization before you even get PA elections on the ground. Especially if we can get, a decent amount of people from, it looks like half the people are from the diaspora and half are from within Palestine. So I wonder if Connecticut happened.
Well, what happened? Moment of silence. Okay.
Something is weird with my thing here.
Rabbi's still in the audience. It's just annoying, orange man. But let's see what happens with elections. I hope they allow the collection of the results from each year, because Israel is just something else.
Why do I have a hand raised queue? I'm not a mod.
But you are Edward.
The Great.
The Great.
But that's weird.
You are a mod.
I'm not a mod.
No, he's not.
Yeah, you are. You never made you a mod.
I'm going to come right back and see what happened. This happened yesterday, too, in a different room. And the app always ends up crashing. Let me put myself down. I'm going to put myself down and bring myself up. I can't even click on my name. Okay. Let me get out.
I mean, I plan to move to Gaza with my family.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Really? You're just a bad person.
What are you talking about?
You're just a fucking bad person.
What are you talking about? You're self-righteous. You like think you're on some like righteous trip because you're like.
Do you know that yesterday? Do you know that when people returned to Gaza yesterday and today, and one of the situations, a little girl was coming back with her family, and IDF refused to allow her to take her toy with her. The only thing she brought with her, and she was literally crying her little heart out, begging for the toy back, and they said no. But you want to go to prison, right?
Vile.
You're such a piece of shit.
Emerald, this is how fucking vile these fuckers are. The one little thing that this little girl has is her toy, a piece of solace, and takes it away. Listen, you black fucking rabbi bitch. Shut the fuck up. No talking to you. I'm calling you Black Rabbi. Isn't that your fucking name?
No, you gotta stop yourself.
I said black fucking rabbi bitch.
She was crying so hard. She just wanted her fucking toy.
The one thing that somebody has, they want to.
It's more than that, though. They feed off of children's fear.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's like gas for them. Clearly, Black Rabbi didn't care about children, or he would have wifed up his pregnant girlfriend, right?
Yeah, it's true. He turned the conversation completely, and we took a moment to acknowledge how vile people are. But then again, this guy's a Trump supporter too.
But you know where you're wrong, Warning? To them, they're not children. They're not human.
No, they
children.
are. They are children. They target children. They target children. You wouldn't have snipers. You were arguing this point the other day about a sniper who had bullets in a child's head.
You're not listening to me.
They target children. No, I'm hearing you, but you're not going to downplay what it is. They target children specifically. So please, when you speak about children and Zionists attacking children, it is children that they're after. They don't care about adults or anything like that. It's the children, obviously, or else they wouldn't arrest children for throwing rocks.
Okay, but you don't. What I was trying to explain is that they don't view them as human children. They view them as
what you're trying to explain is something that it's not, and they are targeting children. That's fine that you believe what you believe, but what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've been researching lately is they're targeting children specifically. Why? Because they're innocent. They have no sin, right? Oh, the sin is throwing a rock? Yeah, right. They want to steal innocence. They want to harvest their fear. They're doing satanic rituals with innocent children. And according to Oprah, letting Oprah, do Oprah's thing, there was this problem way back in the 80s. And people were not talking about it, and it was silenced. And it's interesting how quickly things get silenced and people get paid to keep their mouth shut. It's really important that we acknowledge that Zionists are targeting children. So thank you, Emeralds, for saying that they don't see them as children, but they do. They target them. They have a big target on their back, and snipers are actually shooting them in the head. You argued this point. Matter of fact, how do you feel about that, B-Rabbit, Mr. Black Rabbi? How do you feel about that woman going on Oprah and talking about how Jewish people were sacrificing children and eating them? And how do you feel about the Epstein files that talks about children being ate with cream cheese? How do you feel about that?
You officially put yourself into the crazy part. You're a crazy person just saying these things.
Yeah, we're only crazy until someone actually shows proof of it, right? Go search the Epstein files yourself.
These are the type of people who support this movement, right? And it's easy to blame Jews, pick on the minority, the smallest group.
You know what? You're not going to gaslight me. You're not going to do that. Because the funny thing is that you try to twist people's words to make yourself look good when all you've done is denounced your own country, America, right, where you're from, your American blood in your veins, and now you're over there trying to act holier than thou, holier than your own freaking community. So let me ask you a question, since you won't do. Who do you choose? Martin Luther King or Malcolm X?
Netanyahu.
Yeah, exactly.
Netanyahu is probably one of the greatest leaders of this generation, world leaders, and he's saving more Muslim lives than any man probably ever to walk face of this earth. He's destroying all the enemies of Islam.
You know, people like you are gonna have hell to pay when what you talk about, your Messiah comes, right? You know, it's interesting because when the karma comes, we'll see who's left. And if it's not in this realm, it'll be when you die, and you'll face your maker. You will face your maker, and you will be weighed by the salt that you have endured for other people's tears. And the more you talk, the more you sound ridiculous. And it's disgusting. People like you are allowed to have this platform.
No witchcraft. Please stop it. Okay? No witchcraft. Bottom line is Israel is saving us from radicalism. They're removing them from the region. They're creating partnerships and security alliances with all the different Arab countries. And there's a few people who just want to have ego and Hamas, the PLO, the Iranians, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and fragment groups inside of Iraq. Once those people are removed, we're going to have a new era of peace. We're all going to do business together. We're all going to have security alliances. The United States is going to be in control of the whole situation. Trump is doing God's work. Him and Bibi are working in conjunction. And I can almost guarantee you, Trump has Jewishness in his family line. I don't know. It's there somehow. He's righteous. Netanyahu is righteous. And we're bringing about a redemption for all of humanity.
Okay, you said all that. At what cost, though? At what cost? You're just okay with your children dying? You're okay with a genocide? So that what, your Messiah can come back and what everyone else perishes because you're better than everybody else? Miss me with your down your nose judging people. You're sick, you're demonic, and I pray for you because you will have hell to pay. Trust me, you will have hell to pay.
Thank you for praying for me. I appreciate that. The point is saying, if you believe in God and you believe in peace on earth, you'll be demanding that Hamas is removed from.
The thing is you spew that propaganda, Hamas. You miss me with that bullshit. Okay? It's used as a manipulation for the people, and clearly you're delusional and manipulated for who you are and what you stand for, and every word out of your dick. You're fake. You're delusional, and you're crazy. You're just crazy, Black Rabbi. You really are. B-Rabbit in its finest glory. The fact that you're okay with your own child growing up without a father, right? Yeah. So much for your family values, right?
Why are you attacking me personally?
Attacking you? Oh, suddenly you feel attacked because we're talking about your sin, right? Because he without sin shall cast the first stone.
I have no sense.
Your narrative is getting weaker and weaker the more you talk of what's real. Because these Epstein files that are coming out, it won't be long. It won't be long. There will be a revolution here in America. And there will be a revolution that pulls the rug out from underneath you. And then the Zionists that are controlling all this and puppeteering all this, what is that for the innocent Jewish people that actually believe in what they believe in? Because there is a difference. There is a huge difference. Because I've met with a woman with a tattoo on her arm that is Jewish, and she doesn't agree with anything that's going on. So I'd like to hear you. You speak for her too? You speak for her? Right. You speak for her. And the funny thing is she talks about people of color who are Jewish and how it's interesting to her that they believe the narrative because we've talked about you. She's heard about you. And she thinks that it's funny in their belief. In their belief, what you're talking about, you're crazy. You're crazy, Black Rabbi. You really are. And the fact that you believe your own narrative just makes it even more dangerous.
My book is on Amazon.
And there it is, the plug, because it's all about money to you people, right? All you care about is real estate. And the fact that you yourself are talking about living in Gaza with your family.
Because I'm going to bring peace.
Bring peace.
Yeah.
What does peace even mean to you?
Just like Martin Luther King did.
What does peace even mean to you? Oh, okay, there it is. Circling back. So you chose up. You chose up. That's okay. It's all about the money. But guess what? Money can't buy you into heaven, bro. You can't buy your way into heaven. You can't manipulate God. So think about that when you go to bed. Think about the fact that you can't manipulate God when you pass over and when you die. You will be rolling over in your grave because the funny thing is you think you know everything and you think you're right, but you'll be weighed, bro. Salt and years. You'll be.
Are you going to pray for me? Like I said, we're going to fix this issue. We just need to get rid of Hamas. They need to disarm.
Stop the propaganda. Stop the bullshit. Stop the lies. Talk about what it really is. It's about real estate and resources. Nobody cares about your I bring peace. Whatever, bro.
Bro, listen, with Israel, you're crazy.
That's never going to happen. So figure out another strategy.
Yeah, so why they saying they're gonna honor Hamas? And they will never do that. They can't even do that.
A lot more people are gonna die then.
What?
A lot more people are gonna die.
Yeah, but people more.
Well,
Hold on for it.
Yeah, you might win this battle, but we will win the war. Black Russians.
There's going to be a lot of Hamas people that are going to die every day.
Hamas is not people. Hamas is more than just that. We're all Hamas. We're all
You can go to Gaza and die too.
Yeah, I hope so. Me and I hope my future kids as well.
Yeah, you're from Iraq. But the point is the same.
You don't have to divide us. We're all one.
You live in a fantasy. You wish you were Palestinian.
Yeah, I wish I was in Palestine to come and kick your balls. You don't have balls, sorry.
But why are you to be violent?
Shut the fuck up, Black Rabbit.
We're speaking about violence, man. You're crazy.
No, but she's talking about violence towards me. I'm like a pure angel.
A pure angel?
Yeah.
You're a computer agent.
Anyways, the point is the same. If you want peace in that region, tell Hamas to disarm. That's all you got to do.
No, Hamas will never disarm.
And all of that was false. Immediately.
You know, no, listen. Tell that if disarm immediately.
Yeah, all right, so more people are going to die, I guess, unfortunately.
Yeah, people is going to die.
Eventually there won't be enough.
On both sides, though.
You have the choice to stop killing people, but you refuse.
You said 71,000 people died.
You killed, not died. We're killed.
No, you said, guess what? 60,000 new babies were born.
Yeah. In 2025.
This is how sick your culture is.
No, this is how we survive. We're resistant. We survive.
Okay, no, you want your children
We survive.
You want your children to die, so you have
No, we don't want our children to die, but if you want to kill our children, we're going to have more children.
Okay, well, this is just simple Arab logic, and I get it. And just know, the most unsophisticated American is more smarter than all your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys are barbarous. You want to see your children die.
No, you're killing our children. You want to see our children die. You say our children are not innocent. You say children are Hamas.
You're trained to be terrorists.
No, we're not training anyone to be terrorists. We're training everyone to be resistant.
And to hate Jews and to hate America, and you call it resistance.
Just a second. I don't know if Amir is here. Rayabia. I cannot invite you again. I've already invited you multiple times. Let me see.
He's also not smart. He's also not smart, right?
Hold on. Let me. Everyone not needed. Okay, you can try to come up now. See if you can. Rayabia.
That doesn't work.
It's the app because I turned off hand raising. You can just come up.
She's not that smart, man. It's hard for her to work technology. She's an older woman.
Yeah, I'm 33. I'm like half your age. Black Raptions.
No, you're not half my age.
I'm half your age.
I would never date a girl your age. Just so you know.
I would never date a stupid person like you. You're a moron. You're a clown. I would never date a clown like you. And I'm married. Don't worry.
You have gray hair. He's sick of you. He's clearly sick.
I have gray hair?
Yeah.
Even if I had gray hair, what's wrong with having gray hair? Your mom has gray hair. I'm not old. Where did you see my gray hair?
Do you know why the black rabbi doesn't look in the mirror in the morning?
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
He'd be scared.
Yeah, he gets very scared.
Yeah.
You're too Rabbi, you're too ugly. You really are ugly. You know you're ugly, right?
Hey, but Black Rabbi, here's my question. Hey, how you doing, Faya and Amir? Doing good. Black Rabbi, here's my question. What's the point of the provocation towards the Palestinians when the people that you're representing don't even like them? Like those Jewish motherfuckers do not like black people. Okay. And obviously, they have those black people over there in fucking nuclear plants and shit, bro. Like anything beyond the River of Jordan, like they're doing them pretty dirty, right? But for whatever reason, it just seems like you're identifying with the people that's oppressing your people. Can you explain to me why?
Bro, I'm just saying at the end of the day, you need to repent in front of God for speaking negativity about the Jewish people. You need to repent immediately.
So coming out, folks, I know I like cross between a newborn and a retired biker. It's the only combo that comes with its own sunscreen. I was recording a video in the shower earlier because that's where all great decisions happen in Southern Massachusetts. So coming out, folks, I know I like cross between a newborn and a retired biker. It's the only combo that comes with its own sunscreen. I was recording a video in the shower earlier because that's where all great decisions happen.
That's how he speak with men and how he speaks with women.
Headed to the polls today for Ohio's March primary.
I'll tell you why. It's because he can't handle women. He can't handle them. It's because women have put him in his place, women have dragged him, women have left him, and women have just disappointed him. Not a single female stays with him. That is why his space with us was so. I mean, he may have mommy issues too, but Layla has a recording that may not come out, so. We're not talking to you, Black Rabbit. Thank you. Back to Fire, Sweet Princess. Let's not talk to this scumbag. So that's what's happened. He's actually very, very, down, just completely downtrodden. He has nothing going for himself. So every time a female speaks, it triggered him. Either he wishes he was us, because he's not so feminine. I think he does.
Yeah.
Do you wish that you were us? You poor thing.
He has an imaginary girlfriend.
An imaginary child. Oh my god. I'm dying laughing right now, sorry. Anyways, moving on.
Pathetic black rap shit.
Yeah, he is. Really is. Pathetic. So-called rap.
Look, Rabbi. Look. I don't even repent for shit.
Why do you sound constipated? Are you in the toilet?
Because I'm eating. But anyways,
Look, he told the toilet, bro. This is disgusting.
No, well, no, that's your word, not mine. But listen, I don't need to repent for shit because I didn't do it. Repent for what? Speaking about a bunch of fake ass, a bunch of fake items hurts that are over there in the land. So repent for shit. But they're not holy. I mean, they're doing all kinds of vile shit over there. Gay parades at Tel Aviv, and that's supposed to be holy, motherfucker. What you talking about? Oh yeah, I know. Like something we've already been knowing. They got released in a little file where they're sitting up here sacrificing and drinking the blood of babies and doing all kinds of rituals. You know, the same shit that they found. Back in 2024, if I'm not mistaken. No, actually last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they're finding them in the sewers and the tunnels and shit all throughout the 5 boroughs in New York, right? With underground tunnels and fucking bloody ass baby carriages. I don't give a fuck about these goddamn people. People are devils, bro. What the fuck do I gotta repent for? They themselves, real rabbis I've encountered will tell you that they're not real Jews. They'll literally say that they're not real Jews. They know that they're perpetrating a fraud. So if that's the case, if that's the case, then I don't need to fucking repent of anything that I say that is inflammatory towards them because they say a lot of inflammatory shit that's not based on any substance. So for you to sit up here and tell me to repent, and by the way, you didn't answer my question because you ducked the question to sit up here and insult me, ironically. But to answer your question, I don't need to repent for shit.
All right, man. Just don't say.
When Christ returns, do you think what they're doing over there in Israel, in the land, defiling the land, do you really believe that Christ is coming to save those people?
Netanyahu is more of a savior than
I hope you understand, like that 3IA Atlas or whatever, like when that thing comes down, because most likely that might be the Lord in that ship, those people have hell to pay, man. So, and if you want to sit up here and be a bitch for them, then guess what? You're gonna go down with them. So
Fuck you, Mordecai.
That's the problem with this Sharif Hassan character. He's got a beautiful name like Sharif Hassan, right? But this idiot had to convert to whatever religion. That's fine, he could have converted, but at least it would have been, respectful to the other party, the people that are living on that land. I think, what I think? When you moved over there, you didn't know what you were getting yourself involved in. Right? And slowly, you guys started to get indoctrinated, right, with this bullshit that they sold you. Oh, it's a homeland to the Jews, and it's a safe land, and it's a safe place for the Jews, and they can arrive here, they can live here. And yet it goes against your scripture, but you support, you support the occupation, you support the apartheid system that Israel is running off, right? And you support pretty much all this bullshit, right? And it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it, man. People like you, pieces of shit. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just garbage piece of shit.
You haven't noticed, since he moved out there, he looks really depressed. He's gained even more weight. He looks fat and sloppy. He literally looks like he's melting. His eyes are black. They're barbecue. He doesn't sleep there. You can just tell he's going through hell over there. And he thinks he's going to be accepted. Listen here, Tubby Bubby. What the fuck is this fat ass doing?
What the hell is this guy doing?
This is good.
You alright, Rabbi character? Are you okay?
Did you go through his picture? Did you see the picture of him laying on the floor?
Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. We are born at a given moment in a given place, and like vintage years of wine, we have the qualities of the year and of the season in which we are born. Astrology does not lay claim to anything else. Carl Gustav Jung. How the mind can torture itself in its quest to understand the travels of the soul from life through death to life again. Tormented, the mystic asks, what is the purpose of it all? Why was I born? From whence have I come? And to where will I go when I have shed my frail earthly form? But the answers prove elusive. Instead of certainty, the mystic finds only speculation and surmise. Baffled, he struggles to recover memories of a life before birth, in the hopes that these might shed light on what transpires after death. Here again he is stymied, for like all others who move from one rebirth to the next, the mystic has first to dally in the land of the dead. There he was forced to slake his thirst from the river of forgetfulness, dissolving all memories of his previous lives before he was free to stumble blindly towards his next incarnation. This cleansing of the past goes unnoticed by most people. However, something deep within the mystic is left unsettled. He finds that his thoughts and dreams are disturbed, as if by glimpses of some long-forsaken ambition, a memory of which hovers just unseen on the very edge of his vision. In truth, the mystic does not draw as deeply from the river of forgetfulness as his less contemplative fellows, and some distant memory goads him into joining that age-old quest for meaning. The ancient Greeks realized that active self-reflection was something integral to understanding the mysteries of birth, life, and death, which would allow a person to find his appropriate place in the eternal processes of the gods. Life is shrouded in a mystery. This is the fundamental fact which confronts us. We live in a cave with our backs to the light, and as Plato said, our knowledge is nothing more than the shadows which play upon its walls. The Greeks became preoccupied with this inner light. It cast shadows into our reality. They summed up their quest for it with the axiom, know thyself. Inscribed in the temple of Apollo at Delphi, they believed that mankind could never fully comprehend or know the human spirit. So this axiom actually suggests learning about and controlling personal behavior in the here now, so that a person might rise to understand his or her fate or incarnation, and in effect find unity with the gods. Similar deliberations on matters of birth, life, death, and reincarnation have taken place in most other societies and cultures. In India, the ideas solidified and became the foundation upon which the various forms of yoga are based. The Sanskrit word yoga is derived from the word yoj, which means to control, to unite. And thus the word yoga is often translated as simply meaning the art of union. Carl Gustav Jung, 1875 to 1961, the founder of modern analytical psychology, acknowledged the importance of studying yoga, but he also cautioned that the practice may not be suitable for the Western mind. He believed the yogic tendency to seek spiritual transcendence by ignoring the material side of the world was misguided, and that the purpose of incarnation was actually to gain a more intimate understanding of existence. As he wrote, there are many different kinds of yoga, and Europeans often become hypnotized by it. But it is essentially Eastern. No European has the necessary patience and it is not right for him. The more we study yoga, the more we realize how far it is from us. A European can only imitate it, and what he acquires by this is of no real interest. Jung continued, in the course of the centuries, the West will produce its own yoga. Although I am not completely in accord with Jung's assessment that Europeans have no patience, and disagree with the assertion that we get nothing of any interest out of doing this type of practice, he did make a valid point when he proposed that a new approach to the art of union is necessary for our Western archetype. He seems to suggest that psychology could play that role, but to me there is a difficulty here. In an echo of yoga, we find modern psychology preoccupied with bringing the unconscious mind to conscious awareness, whilst either downplaying the role of the body or treating it merely as a cumbersome appendage that must be mastered. To me, the core premise of Western magic is that we incarnate into our body in order to gain an experience, not transcend it, and that we must examine the whole process equally. The holistic than a fragmented one, and it is indeed the direction in which psychology has been creeping for some time. Besides being a Jungian psychologist, Dane Rudyard, 1895 to 1985, was one of the most thoughtful practitioners of modern astrology. Reflecting on such matters, he observed that ancient Hindu yoga was based on this realization of the meaning and power of the breath, and so also in a sense was astrology. Astrology was the means to relate the first moment of the individualized freedom, the first breath, to the eternal cosmic process. Astrology was therefore, and can be today, a method to take the individual out of his isolation and to incorporate him into the eternal process.
Married, since you're having supposedly a baby outside of wedlock, why aren't you married, Black Rebel?
Tell me, you're working, you're doing something in your life, or you're clubhouse from the morning till the night.
Okay, I do work. You know those little tomatoes you put in olives. You get them in olives. I stuff olive stuffer.
You are a farmer. You're a
No. I work in a factory. You put the tomatoes in the olives.
For Hamas.
And then put the olives in the jar.
Where is your factory? Where is it?
Not my factory.
Where is the factory you're working? Where is it? When you love, man. Slowly the face you love. Like, how about the woman that you supposedly got pregnant?
He's a nice.
Almost. Don't you think it's more important to get Black Rabbi married since he's having a baby with a woman that he's not married to?
Get the fuck up. This. It's not of your business at work.
Wait, but it's your business to get me married.
You have to go to Black Rabbi bed. You have to go to bed with him.
Oh my God. Okay, this is out of control.
From the morning till tonight, I only see you.
I just got in here. Like half an hour ago, I was in here. Then I came back.
I don't know how long you're paying attention to the dialogue, but you said that I was the problem to give this motherfucker attention. That I wasn't the first one to give him attention. I came in when there was a dialogue going on. To get answers out of him because he was making all the.
This white.
Okay.
Now this dipshit.
No, he's a piece of shit. He comes in to create contention for everyone.
I don't know who this motherfucker is, but guess what? You about to get smoked. I'm sorry, Sig. My brother. Yeah. This motherfucker about to get it out. Oh.
You want to brought up Israel and shit. That's why.
Like, who the fuck cares about some geopolitics?
About Israel more like they're their own country. Figure out your own fucking problems. It's like, seriously. I just hate that.
Goddamn, we were just talking about Washington and California and shit.
Yes, you want to comment on that point you made earlier. About basically Christianity being, extremely tolerant, which is baffles me. I've been talking about for the last few days. Anthony Jeselnik, he's one of my favorite comedians right now. He's pretty funny. But I noticed his last 3 specials, he shitted on Christians heavily. So not just Christians, also pedophilia too. He made child abuse jokes and child rape jokes. And listen, I'm all for dark humor and comedy. I'm just being consistent. I'm cool. I'm okay with it because I understand it's just jokes. But what I don't like is the inconsistency of society. He can't talk about transgenders. He reached the surface just a little bit, but nowhere as near as he does with Christianity and children. So it's just one of the things that stand out that we have a highly sensitive society to everything else except Christianity, which is how we got here in the first place. And I'll end on this. I love the culture of American Christianity because it allows us to be what we are. However, it's got so intolerant to the point where it's damn near fading away because people are allowing themselves to be white people. So I think that shit needs to change, and Christians need to have a backbone and stand up for their own religion. Go ahead.
Yeah, amen, bro. Yeah, I agree, man. Like I love my fellow Christians, man. Like I said, most tolerant religious group I've come across, man. But yeah, y'all gotta start standing up for yourselves, man. Y'all literally yourselves get shit on by these other fucking religions.
Right. So then when I'm doing that in your room and shitting on this man, why am I getting treated like shit then?
Because you're shitting on a man. When you shit on a man, you're literally shitting on yourself. This is a barber shop. Somebody's got to clean it up.
Nah, because you got a piece of shit that is fucking being a piece of shit, man. That's open season. That's open season. Anybody can shit on.
Have you ever taken a shit and puked at the same time?
Man, fuck it.
Free cool. By the way, I missed the name of the person we were talking about.
Hey. Oh, Anthony Jeselnik. He got a new one on Netflix. And I think all his last 3 was on Netflix.
Okay, I've never heard of that person, so
he's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah, he has the dark humor where he sets his jokes up and coming from a certain angle. So all his jokes are really offensive. That's his style. But like I say, he doesn't touch certain groups. He doesn't really touch race much. Of course, women and definitely LGBT community.
Point of order, moderator. You said a moment ago that people don't give a shit about Israel. Well, put me in your queue. Thank you very low.
Bro, did you see this dude's PTR?
That's why
Alright, what's up, man?
Yo, don't kick me down, man. Yo, don't kick Congress down. He's being disrespectful. He has to be.
Who the fuck said that shot? That shit was quick.
Damn, come back to Congress.
He probably did it himself for 3 reasons.
Yo, did you see this?
Hey, Aaron. What's going on? I didn't know who that was.
Hi, Bruce.
The second I know Congress.
Yeah, I ain't seen you in a minute, Aaron.
I know.
I shot this shit.
Are you doing okay, Bruce?
I get my hair cut.
Light
it up. I get my hair cut. Light it up. Can't find a barbershop to line up shit unless it's black. Need a real black barbershop. Hello? Hello? I was just going to ask you a question. You said people don't give a shit about Israel, but the truth is you can use anything as the center of your cause. So the politics of Israel and Jerusalem, it's in the Bible, and people love the Christian psychotics out there that can't let go of the great story. So I'm just saying, it's always going to come up no matter what. It's like a zit. You're like, oh, God, I got an outbreak of Israel on my face. And it's going to happen because people still got zits because they don't know how to take care of their skin in that motherfucker. You got to get a shave. You got to use an aftershave. And you got to keep that skin clean. If you don't keep that shit clean, your face is going to break out like a giraffe.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You ain't never been in a motherfucking black barber shop?
Bro. I don't know what the fuck to tell
you. Clean? You never had a Shabbos or a wedding you gotta get cleaned up for? Looking your best to the tens? Hello?
I leave for like an hour. This nigga got motherfucker. Why really, nigga? Like, why y'all just trolling? Y'all trolling?
Were you trolling?
Nah, man, I came in to get a clean up, man. I just need to get lined up. $20 with a tip, right? Hello? Did your prices change? No. You angry.
I'm trolling. You know what, Congressman? You shouldn't be
Leave me alone. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. You angry. Leave me alone. I'm happy. You angry. I can't have no conversation with you. You angry.
Listen. We're gonna have to ban. Y'all ran KP out. This is crazy. This is unbelievable, man. My boy KP took one for the team, Wallace. What are we gonna do, bro?
Wait, what happened?
This is crazy.
I literally just missed it.
Oh, don't worry, I saved you. Yeah, I played Captain Saberho and I saved your ass.
I know my daughter came home from school. She was telling me about school.
From the onslaught of trolls dying to breed you. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
You have that type of energy, apparently.
What kind?
Bring the boys out to the yard.
Huh? How?
I told you, you passed out. You missed it. It's over. That's it. KP took the fall.
Okay, my brother said will tell me.
Yeah.
No, really.
Somebody will catch you up.
Uh-oh. So that was the topic of conversation.
Okay, Rabbono Shalom. A little more astrology Kabbalah for you. At this point, I should make clear that this book is not about consulting the stars in order to see what the gods might have in store for us. To me, the rigidity of traditional astrology does not present an individual with the possibility of self-discovery or growth, whereby, to quote Jung, we can acknowledge oneself for what one by nature is, in contrast to that which one would like to be. Negate the bulk of what astrologers have written. Rather, I am simply trying to inform the weary traveler, whose life is but a sojourn in this strange land, that there are many divergent teachings which hold specific pieces to the puzzle of self-exploration. No single art contains it all, modern astrology included. Unconsciously taps into a vast collective unconscious or reservoir of all the knowledge and experiences of our species. This information is disseminated and interpreted in a multitude of ways, depending upon philosophy, science, culture, language, history, location, even climate, religions. Ironically, irrespective of where they may be situated, most cultures are saying the same thing, if from a different point of view. It is easy to determine that whilst in one situation, a particular belief might be twisted. Crowley, 1875 to 1947, who, when pondering the possible influences of the gods in occult matters, observed, it is immaterial whether these exist or not. By doing certain things, certain results will follow. Students are most earnestly warned against attributing objective reality or philosophic validity to any of them. I believe strongly that this rule of thumb should be applied, but also to astrology, and suspect that Jung too would concur. Of course, Jung clearly did not consider planetary forces to be actual living entities. He wrote that astrology, like the collective unconscious with which psychology is concerned, consists of symbolic configurations. The planets are the gods, symbols of the power of the unconscious. In other words, he saw the gods of ancient astrological mythologies representing influences behind archetypes, originating in our collective unconscious. To explain, Jung wrote, the collective unconscious appears to consist of mythological motifs, primordial images, for which reason the myths of all nations are its real exponents. In fact, the whole of mythology can be taken as a sort of projection of the collective unconscious. We can see this most clearly in originally chaotic forms are organized through the projection of images. This explains the influence of the stars, as asserted by astrologers. These influences are nothing but unconscious introspective perceptions of the collective unconscious. Even though the names might change and the myths may differ slightly, Jung firmly believed that the archetypal principles remain the same on account of their universality. In the course of this book, I plan to draw upon numerous ancient myths and beliefs in the hope that some of might shed a light of understanding on the foundations of the rather difficult topic of astrology. In the discussions of astrology, members of the community often deride the art and deny the possibility of a planet or other celestial object having any effect upon the life pattern of an individual. Some astrologers, on the other hand, maintain that you cannot scientifically analyze the invisible astral pull which celestial objects have upon us because they are too subtle. In this instance, the scientific community is probably closer to the truth. Planets have little or no influence upon us, although many astrologers, not really knowing the fundamentals of their own art, like to babble a seemingly unprovable defense. To clarify, let me remind the reader that, for example, when a magician or Kabbalist discusses the sphere of Geburah on the tree of life, which is ruled by the planet Mars, tacitly acknowledge that he is not referring to the actual planet in the heavens, but rather the quality of Mars is found within ourselves. It is clear from Carl Jung's theories on archetypes that he too grasped this concept firmly. Aleister Crowley has given us a profound piece of wisdom concerning the step to the correct comprehension of astrology when he wrote, a proper understanding of the planets, and indeed of the universe itself, is only to be obtained by a knowledge of the doctrine of correspondence between the microcosm and the macrocosm. To appreciate what he suggests, we must return to one of the more unlikely of sources, the ancient mystical tradition known as Kabbalah. One of its most well-known symbols is the Atzchim, or the Tree of Life. It is identical to the Tree of Knowledge, of both good and evil. By eating its fruit, we can obtain gnosis, or hidden knowledge of the universe. And more, this symbol represents everything, both above and below, both externally and internally. In modern times, it has become a very favorable filing system for the expectations of magicians. At first, Judaic law did not have a specific tree of life. Early Kabbalists placed all spiritual references like the 10 spheres or Sephiroth upon the heavens above, and the entirety of God's kingdom. It is the objective universe, and those things outside our body, and in a sense, it is the primordial atom. The word microcosm is from the Greek mikros kosmos, which can be interpreted as referring to the tree of life symbolically found in each one of us. This tree not only reflects our mundane body and all its functions, but is also a map of our human consciousness and spirituality. This is the image of Sir Adam. Both trees are identical. God used the exact same blueprint to create everything from the most exalted to the most insignificant, and that to study any part thereof on one tree will reveal simply by analogy an identical fundamental principle on the other tree. In other words, what is found on one tree must be found on the other, and to know is to know both. That's the fundamental principle of all magic. As above, so below. Realizing this, astrologers must stop referring to actual heavenly objects as the source of influence, rather than universal movements that are a reflection of what is occurring internally within our own universe.